Using Schoology will enable you to extend learning outside of the walls of school and outside of the hours of the normal school day. It will allow you to enhance lessons and engage students in the learning process. To find the materials I'm using to explain to you today, you can locate these in Courses and drop the menu down to Milford Professional Learning course. If you have not joined the course code, as you see here, is H6G26-TRZ8P. I'll also include that in the Milford Tech newsletter this week. Once you've entered the course and joined, you'll see a folder here that's Technology Integration. Anytime you're adding material to a course, you can add material and view them by pressing the side arrow to drop down the list of embedded materials inside of this folder. I suggest creating courses and using folders to organize material by unit or by week so that you can use these materials again the next time you teach a course. You can always add to the materials throughout the course and then update them with your students. Technology Integration folder is the one I'm going to start by going into today. You'll notice the first thing that's listed here is a welcome message with an image and an embedded link. This is created using a Schoology page. If you add materials and go down to page, it will give you a field, an area for you to type in and add information. In this course, it's just an introduction with an image here and then a link at the bottom. And I've selected for this to appear so that the viewers of the course can see this in line, which means that they don't even have to click on anything to view what's in this. If I want the users to click on it and actually open up a page, they can also do so. Think of it as an open web page. Saving changes to this lets it be an inline message that they see by just scrolling down through the folder. The next thing I'll share with you is the Blended Learning Lesson Plan. When I open up this folder and look inside, a few things are created in this folder. First is a page to explain what this is about. There's some resources here for station rotation model, which is a type of blended learning lesson. And here is a link of a lesson plan that you can kind of see to see how you can set up your student groupings in a lesson. By going back to the folder, I'm able to see Station 1. There's an instruction piece here that happens during Station 1 where the teacher might be doing some direct instruction with a small group. Meanwhile, there are students in Station 2 engaged in watching a video and sharing to a discussion board or having a face-to-face discussion. Station 3 allows for some collaborative work with students. And then there's a learning check, which should be a part of a blended learning station rotation, just to see how students are doing, give them a chance to check in, to prove what they know, or to see if they need remediation on any skills or information that's being taught. You may also find an assignment, as you see the icon here with the pencil and paper. This is a guided notes assignment. Here's where you can create an assignment by selecting Add Materials, adding an assignment, describing the assignment to the students here. You can even have a template already created in Google Drive. You would link that assignment here by locating something in your Google Drive that you've already set up for the students to answer, whether it's just questions, whether it's guided notes, whether it's a slide, it could be sheets, it could be a document, anything that you can find in your Google Drive, you'll find there. You can also give it a due date, you can give it a grading category or leave it ungraded, that's up to you. And you can allow it to be open and published to students here with this green button. By default, anything you add will automatically be published. You can always go back later and adjust this. I'm going to hit cancel on this assignment and just take you back to the screen. So Station 1 was instruction. This is something where the teacher might be leading you through a series of materials. Maybe it's something that you have in class, some notes that you went through and some slides that you share with them, and you're leaving them here. This is a way for them to review after class is over and maybe get ready for a quiz, get ready for an assessment coming up, or just get ready for class the next day. In this case, there's a slideshow embedded. You can embed your Google Slides here. Viewers and students can click through the material and kind of review what you learned in class today. Maybe you can do a quick check the next day to see how much they've retained. You can also click a link and add more resources for students if you have those in a Google document. Anything you add in a Google document, if you add it as a link, will enable you to go back and adjust that document anytime, and the changes will show up here automatically. Going back out of Station 1 and to the next station leads you to a video discussion board. In this station, there is a video that's embedded in the discussion board, and then there's a rubric to guide the students so they know what they're supposed to be answering inside the discussion board. So first, they would click on this assignment, read the directions, and they'll see an embedded video here. This video was brought in from YouTube. Easy to add videos, easy to add Google Docs, and anything you want to embed inside the page. And I'll show you what that looks like on the back side. This is the button you'll want to use to insert content. And here's where you can add images, links, symbols, Google Drive, Resource, YouTube, and Vimeo and Khan Academy. You can pull those items in, leave the directions here for students, and then save the changes. As students are viewing the video, the directions tell them to, in the discussion board thread, list 2 things they've learned about watching from the video. They can list these things here, where they can start to add a comment and add information. And after they've posted, the directions are to go back and respond to at least 2 of their classmates on the observations of the video, just to extend that outside of the classroom. This may or may not happen during class. This may be something that you can give them as an exit ticket or something that you can start the class with the next day. A rubric is a good way to let them know you're getting points for this and you're getting graded on your content of your posts. This makes sure that they're adding meaningful information and sharing meaningful information with each other as they collaborate in discussion boards. As you go back to Station 3, which is the collaborative station, and this one you are looking at an article here that's actually found inside a Google Doc. Your group is kind of going through each one of these and deciding what information needs to be filled into this document. And this one, they're using different pieces of an article and formulating ideas for a blended learning station rotation lesson. These are all things that you can complete throughout this Schoology course, just so you can see how those are embedded. Again, you'll see the icon here showing you this is a page. This information is an article, and here's a chart for them to fill in. They can do all the things here. If you click on Edit, and you can see how these things were added in here. Fill in the chart, and they can answer the questions as it goes through. Back to the lesson plan again. Takes us back to a learning check, guided notes, which I share with you. It's always a good place to leave additional resources for students, especially those who are finished with a learning check or finished with a quiz, and they're ready to go on to the next unit, or maybe some extension that you didn't really get to, and taking things to the next level in your class. Additional unit parts can also go here. Maybe there's something coming up in a final assessment, and you can also hide these. The gear to the right allows you to unpublish it, so the students in the course do not see this information yet. So all these are great things to have within a course, whether you're teaching a blended learning station rotation, or whether this is a lasting throughout a unit. It's a nice way to keep it organized in your course. A few more things I'll share with you just as reminders as you're going down through the tech integration page is digital teaching and learning, and all the things that you can possibly embed inside of a inside of a Schoology course. You can always embed Google Slides. By clicking on this, you'll see a slideshow that's already embedded. It's here on the page. The users don't have to leave the page to view it. They would just open the link, open the image, and they can see this slideshow here. Those are always the ability to edit, to embed them. Schoology, I think I already showed you a YouTube video that's also embedded. You can see that happens here. And there's the video. They can watch it right within the Schoology course. They don't even have to go out of Schoology to be able to view these materials. Same with Edpuzzles. You can embed those also by clicking the play button as like a video. It's just telling you that this is multimedia content. You'll see other things here with other types of samples. Screencasts, like I'm doing now, a ThingLink sample, which is an interactive image, sample assignments, presentation sharings. You can also do those. It's great if the students are creating something, anything that they create that has a URL or a link, you can post things here so they can view each other's. This enables them to give some peer feedback and share their work with everyone. All ways that you can tie in using the Schoology platform and just digital learning in general into your course. The last thing I'll share with you is just Schoology 101, which is a self-paced course. If you're just getting started with Schoology or want to learn more, in this course, you'll notice each of these are tasks that you can actually complete to learn how to set up your homepage in Schoology, creating courses, adding folders of materials, and adding assignments, as well as the folder on Schoology resources. Down this page, you'll find a variety of resources that get you started with Schoology and help you kind of manage your course and set it up for success.